about resurrection. Some has doubts about the resurrection. Why is Paul just simply cut and dry? If Christ wasn't raised, if he wasn't resurrected, then all we're doing now is in vain. It's no good. And I like the very beginning. We starting about the 20th, the 13th verse, but from 1 through 13, Paul talks about the different bodies and how the first talk about, I like that part where he talked about the first Adam was earthly. He became a living soul. And he used Jesus as the second Adam. He became a quickening spirit. And the word quickening means he became a live spirit. And the importance of resurrection, that Jesus was housed in a body, a sinless body, for 33 and a half years. And when he laid that down, he resurrected, went back to his natural habitat of being God the Spirit. Now it enabled him to come into, can I be personal? Come into me. Allowed him now to, but he's just not going to crash my party. I got to invite him in. And when he come in there, then this old mortal flesh falls away. Paul said in this very lesson here that mortal become immortality. Corruption become incorruption. They say, well, I'm still the same old wretch. But the spirit in me makes up for all that mess that I got. So it's very important that we receive a resurrection. Amen. The day is so, I guess we'll say spiritual, but you know how we mess up stuff? It's so traditionalized sometimes. We forget about. And I was thanking God the other day that he pulled me out of some stuff. I said, you know, Easter had been a thing that I never had a Christ on my mind years ago. All I had was the Easter eggs and the candy. You know, wasn't no Christ in it. And so many of us, we get lost. The enemy set it up that way. So you get lost in other stuff, tradition that we do, rather than the resurrection of Christ. So over 2,000 some years ago today, the very best thing could ever happen to humanity was Christ to die and to be raised from the dead. And it serves a roadmap for us that we're going to have to lay down this old fleshly body and get up anew. So Paul said in this lesson that if we only have hope in this life only, then we are most miserable. Do y'all hear me? If you say, well, you just said, well, you don't limit yourself to this lifetime. And when like I used to think before Christ got a hold to me, you know, when I'm dead, I'm done. There's nothing else. I'm gone. But the Spirit of God that's in me was from the beginning created to live forever. So if I got the Spirit of God in me, I'll never die. In John 11, Mary and talking about my brother, if you'd have been here, my brother would have died. And she said, he'll live again. No, I know in the resurrection, Jesus said, I am the resurrection. He's letting us know, I am the resurrection. So when I take on Christ, or I allow Christ to take me, engulf in me, I'll never die. Y'all will miss me from singing around here and shouting around here, but I'll be up yonder with Jesus singing in heaven. I'll live on.